This is for kids. Science? Who needs science? Polar regions, that's where it's at. Where's my script? Hello, I'm Michael. This is In the Nest. Over spring break, some students from the Broadcast Journalism TV News Production class went to a film festival called SONscreen, where they saw professional films, amateur films, and some documentaries that weren't even available to the public. And we also met some very famous Christian directors and editors, and we got to talk to a few of them.
I've been working at Walla Walla University for 9 years, so I have a lot of students who are producing films and I connect with that. And I strongly believe this. It's all about story. It's all about creating a narrative that builds, that connects with the audience in a way that pulls them through the narrative emotionally to some sort of climactic moment that helps us feel something.
Seeing some of these kids, even when they come in as high school students and then by the time they graduate from college, they've been producing films over the years, and watching how they grow and mature and as filmmakers, that's a really cool thing to see. We need to embrace young people and make them part of the church now, otherwise they're not going to be there for the future. That's the most important thing, is not wait until when you get older then you can be part of the church. No, they're part of the church now, and when we get young people involved in the church, then they'll be there in the long run.
The biggest challenge is that, like, having the vision in your head and figuring out how to make that come out, communicating clearly, and also just making sure you have all the proper beats and having the flow of the whole thing. I think that if you boil it down to like a core, the thing that makes a good movie is just a compelling character that you can connect to, and a good conflict to put them into, and like what's stopping them and what they want.
Awesome, thanks.
Yeah.
One of our own seniors, Corey Shim, won Best High School Film called The Bible Wars.
And broadcast journalism class at Spencerville. I want to go to SONscreen this year. Are there any interesting stories that we can tell?
SONscreen was also a place to meet professional filmmakers. It was quite an experience. It was a place where we learned how Christian films can be just on par with Hollywood films.
The snow, when we wander lonely as a cloud.
Thank you for tuning in. This is In the Nest with Michael. George Lucas, you're not good enough to direct one of our movies. Stop calling.